Shut up and sit down.
Well, good morning. It is about 6:45 a.m. I had a decent night's sleep. A lot of animal noises, but I don't mind that. There were some people partying noises off in the distance, which kind of kept me awake. But I got to sleep. I got a few hours. And I'm back on the road. It is chilly. What is this? There's a bridge to somewhere, but no information about it. Just says rail trail continues, and I don't know. I'm gonna turn you off if I find out. So I went up that little bridge, and it looks like this way goes back towards the little town of Little Orleans, and this way it looks like they're maybe working on a trail to a tunnel that is right now closed off. I don't know if you can see it with this camera, but there's huge doors closed. It's interesting though. Maybe they're planning on extending the rail trail through there. So I keep running into this same lady. She's on a two-wheel bike, quite a bit faster than me, but I guess I get up earlier or something. And she was nice. She gave me like a little glucose packet and a package of peanut butter crackers to hold me over until I get up to the grocery store, which is about 15 miles away. Which was really nice because I'm starving. Apparently she made it up to Bill's last night. They were closed, but she ran into the owner, who happened to just be leaving, and he was nice enough to sell her a couple of snacks and a couple of beers before she went out and camped out. And she was, I guess, in the campgrounds, like just right over a hill, right by mine. We didn't see each other. I already had the glucose packet. It's banana flavored. It was really sweet, but I guess because it's glucose, it makes sense that it's really sweet. And so I had to wash that down with some iodine water. Now I'm gonna have the crackers, which I'm sure are gonna need iodine water as well, but they'll help me go, they'll help me push. I am trying to lose weight, but I'm also trying to build muscle, trying to lose fat and build muscle and do it healthy, which means I need calories. You know, and this has got fat and protein in it, so that'll help. And all the bad stuff I should burn away throughout the day. It shouldn't add up into my my belly that I'm trying to get rid of. I've lost altogether, I don't know all together yet because I don't know what I weigh right now, but when I left I weighed about 212 pounds. At my max I weighed between 335 and 340. As of August of last year, I weighed 315. So in less than a year, I lost over 100 pounds. And once I reach under 200 pounds, technically I'm no longer overweight, which I'm really excited about. I'm hoping that by the end of this trip, by the time I get home, I'll step on the scale and I will be 190 something, 199, 198, you know, just so I could say that based on my BMI, I'm not overweight. I mean, I still will need to lose weight. I should probably be targeting 175, 180, but right now I'm targeting 199.9. Anyway, yep. The ride's going well. I've made it 5 miles so far. Not going very fast. Had a couple of stops. Spoke with the nice lady for about 10-15 minutes. Oh, shoot. She said there was supposed to be a way up at the lock, and I passed the lock. So I'm going to turn around and go back and see if there's another way up to that other trail. So that little bridge that went to nowhere except a little tunnel that was closed off, it was supposed to go to this. I guess they are updating the trail, at least in parts. This is kind of nice. I actually have a little bit of speed going. So I'm riding along this paved pathway and I'm going about maybe 10 miles an hour, so not overly fast. And I'm hitting these bumps, you know, the kind where the roots are under pushing up on the asphalt. And my cane falls off. That happens from time to time. If it's really bumpy, the cane will pop out of it, out of the holders. So I slam on both brakes. And for the first time ever, my back wheel comes off the ground. That has never happened to me before on this trike. And I mean, it's a combination of multiple things. One, I'm going slightly downhill, but I've gone down much steeper hills in the past, going much faster, slammed on the brakes without going up. Like going 32 miles an hour down a steep hill, slamming on the brakes. I don't have a motor back there anymore. The Copenhagen wheel added some weight, but I do have all my bags back there, that's heavier than the Copenhagen wheel. I am a lot lighter than I used to be, so maybe it's just a combination of no Copenhagen wheel, which was low weight, and myself being lighter. But it was definitely an interesting sensation, like a horse bucking, and I mean that's a sensation I felt many times, and it wasn't quite the same, but I mean it's the only thing I could really compare it to. It was cool. I mean, I'm glad I got magnetic shoes and not clipless. I mean, nothing would have happened. I just would have been a little more freaked out. But it was cool. First times, right? First time experience. It happens to my wife on the spike all the time. And it freaks her out all the time. She thinks she's gonna flip over. So she like rides her brake every time she goes down a hill. Exhilarating. Well, I'm just seeing trikes galore on this trip. I saw 2 or 3 earlier on a nice paved portion of the road, and now I see 2 more. I think there's 2. Howdy. Pretty good. How are you guys doing? So they're just doing a small portion of this trail heading to Erie on a vacation. They're not doing the CNO or the Gap, but they were nice people. They had 559s, cat trikes, awesome bikes. The wife had a motor. The husband was pushing himself just like me, and nice bikes, nice people. That was kind of cool. Little iffy, but cool. This is actually one of the better parts of the road. I think this is one of the actual working locks. There's a lot of the old non-working locks along the actual towpath. I wish I could just set up a camera on the front of my bike and just let it record the whole way, because I can't tell you at this point Just how many times deer have just crossed right in front of me. It's just beautiful. Like not just one deer, but 3, 4 deer at a time, and they'll cross in front of me, and then they'll run over there, and they'll jump up and run up over the mountain, and it's just a really cool sight to see. And honestly, when it happens, I just want to watch it. I don't want to reach for the camera. I don't want to, you know, I don't want to be distracted. And honestly, even if I was to try to reach for the camera, by the time I got it out and got it recording, they'd be gone. You know, it's just gonna have to happen by happenstance sometime when I happen to be recording. Hopefully that'll happen. I mean, it does seem to happen a lot. Another thing that seems to happen a lot on this trip, which is interesting, I've come across like 9 different trikes, 9 different recumbent trikes, and I don't even know how many other recumbent bikes. I mostly long wheelbases. I don't think I've come across any short wheelbase recumbent bikes, but multiple long wheelbase recumbents, and a few, I guess you'd call them semi-recumbent bikes. But I come across quite a few recumbent trikes, which I find it interesting because a couple years ago, over the whole course of the Erie Canal Tour, I think I came across 2, and it was a husband and wife. They were together. And before that, when I did the Jersey Shore ride, a place where you'd think, yeah, a lot of people would have recumbent trikes, because, you know, a lot of older people are out there. Didn't see a single one. No, I did. I saw one other recumbent trike on the Jersey Shore. I think what's happening is just more and more people are getting them. They're becoming more prolific, which I think is probably good. On the other hand, maybe as they become more prolific, people are going to become more used to seeing them, and maybe they won't be so much of a shock for drivers, so they won't give you that extra protection, extra visibility that they're currently giving us in the future, if like everyone has them, because they'll be so commonplace. So I'm about 50 miles in for the day. It is 3 p.m. and I just reached the midway point of the C&O Canal.
There's no need to complicate things. Let's stick to the basics. We both know what we want. Let's just keep it simple. Oh yeah, oh yeah, oh yeah. We dance on the same wavelength. This feels like a new beginning. We both know what we want. Let's just keep it simple. Oh yeah, oh yeah.
not sure if the camera expresses the scale of this cage, but it is huge. There's another one over here. Also huge. I think I'll try to walk down to them. That's just a small one. White one. Oh, I guess I'm not going in them. Damn. These shoes are not made for climbing. Almost took a dive. Anyway, I'm gonna turn the camera off to get down. Another little iffy crossing. It's fine if you're on a two-wheeler because you can get off and walk it across. Oy. Down gear. Hit a bug on me. Oy. There's a roadway down there. Don't know. It's probably gonna meet up with this right up here. Looks like it. I'm alive! Okay, that was actually really cool. I'm riding along. It's really dark out. I got my headlight on, and an owl just swooped down right in front of me, grabbed something off the road, and flew off. Probably a mouse or something, I don't know, but it was cool. Right now it's 9:24. I've gone right at 80 miles. I'm coming up on a campsite, and I'm debating whether I'm going to stay there for the night or if I'm going to try to push that other 20 miles. I'm pretty close to dead though. I don't know. I just passed mile 63, so I'm 63 miles from DC. We're definitely not going to push 63. I want to plan that so that I get into DC early in the day. I didn't see any campsites on my map, so I called my wife. I had her look it up, and she said that she saw campsites on her map. And sure enough, now I'm seeing one up on the map. Hopefully it's one I can get to, because it looks like it's on a different trail. We'll see. Hey guys, so I'm wrapping up the end of day 6. I made it to one of those little trailside campsites along the CNO. Thanks to my wife's help. I'm tired. It's around it's probably around 10:30 right now. I made it here around 9:30. Set up camp, tried to get washed up, but the water pump here is broken. There's actually no handle to do the pumping. So yeah, I'm going to bed without getting cleaned up, and I'm not enjoying that prospect. So yeah, but at least I'm not hungry like I was last night. Those tortillas with the Nutella and some bananas cut up on it, really good, especially when you're extremely hungry. Cannot overstate that enough. Anyway, I'm going to bed. I didn't quite make the century. I made it a little over 80 miles today, which, you know, all in all, not bad. Yeah, I'm gonna I'm gonna hit sack, and I will see you guys tomorrow. I will be rolling into DC, finishing the trip tomorrow. And yeah, like, follow, share, and subscribe. And have a great day.
Now that